Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blake and Sal Show with Mark, celebrating its 10-year anniversary, dominating the podcast world. Now sit back and relax, and let's welcome your hosts, Blake, Sal, and Mark.
Think you love her, but dude, it's such a bummer how you chase that girl around. You've been fighting all the battles, if she's really worth the hassle, you'd be living in the castle by now. And it makes me sick how you break these bricks for a girl who barely knows you exist. Now you're tripping on mushrooms just for fun, dude.
I think you got a problem.
Get your shit together, bro. You got to know this bricks and kids ain't worth these extra lives. Just let it go, Mario. You're a next level bro. And she's a jump too short when the clock is running low. Hey Mario, get your shit together. Hey Mario, or you'll chase this man forever.
Hello and welcome to the Biggest House Show with Mark, episode number 460. I'm your host, Blake. And I am actually in a different room today. I'm up in our old Studio A, up in the office. So if things sound a little different or look a little different, that's why. Let's bring on my co-host. First of all, the biggest heel in podcasting, someone who may need anger management after game one of the Devil Ranger series. Sal, how you doing?
Peachy.
No, I make this joke hoping the Devils won game two by the time people hear this, so I can make fun of you right now. But like, yeah, you really need anger management problem. Anger management shoot after game one.
The amount of you stupid cunt I threw up the TV.
I should have probably warned Patrick. I should have probably warned him. Because Mandy's prepared for this. She lived through the last Devil Ranger series, and she's prepared for this.
So how many bad ref calls?
Full introductions. And also, someone who's actually not in the next room for me for a change. The man, the myth, the legend, our wrestling historian, Mark Dad. How you doing?
Doing as well as I can be.
There you go. Now, what were we saying?
I said, so how many bad ref calls were in the game?
Oh, God, it was a bad game. By the third period, I stopped watching, too, and I was having connection issues. Anyway, I'm like, I'm glad I'm not watching this game anymore. I'm glad I'm not watching it anymore. Like, it was a bad game.
Fair enough.
Okay, by the way, this opening song, New Bowling for Soup. This is Hey Mario. Has nothing to do with the movie. It just came out. But
I was just going to ask you, is that on the soundtrack?
No, Mandy asked me the same question. It has nothing to do with the movie. They happened to record this for their new cover album and released it the day of the movie. Perfect timing. So, like, it's on their new cover album.
So what is it covering?
It's this song called Hate Mario from the 80s, apparently.
Oh.
I looked it up because I didn't know I never heard of it either. So I looked it up myself. I'm like, what is this song? Because, like, the second song on the album is, like, them covering Flowers by Miley Cyrus. Like,
it just came out.
It's a fantastic cover. It's a fantastic cover, though.
Who originally sang the song?
I'm looking it up right now. Patent Pending. That is the original name of the band that sang that song.
Wait a minute. Patent Pending?
I just looked it up on Spotify just now.
And that wasn't a part of the soundtrack from the 80s movie?
Just doesn't say, this says it's an album, it's a single from the 80s. That's all I can find.
It was probably their one and only hit.
Yeah. So,
I wouldn't even say that because I've never heard of it before.
I love Bullet Pursuit version. It's fun. It's just a lot of fun. It fits them perfectly. So, all right. So two things. First of all, for people listening, I know last week when me and Dad were here to talk about AEW Dynamite and everything, we kind of were hyping up this whole thing with this week's show, and things fell through. We were supposed to have the girls from the Nandy and the Mandy show here. Mandy and Nandy were supposed to be here. We had some work conflicts and a bunch of other stuff come up, so we're going to move that show we had supposed to do today to the summer. As one of our summer break shows that we always do when we go on summer vacation. So we'll save it for then. And the other thing, as was just brought to my attention as we were going on the air, there's a storm in the area outside where me and Dad are right now. There's a storm coming into Milwaukee. Hopefully it means the weather will go up because it's been fucking cold the last couple of days. So I'm hoping this means the weather will go up by tomorrow for my birthday. And so that being said, if we have any issues with connection, and it's been a long time since I've done this bit. If we have any issues with connection or any problems, especially between me and Dad, even though we're not near each other in the house today.
Whatever you do, don't put the blame on you.
I had to dig that out of the archives for today. That went out. That was been a while since I broke that one out. More proof that from the anniversary show that I don't throw anything away. I just have to find where I put things. So, anyway, let's actually get into things. So I'll explain what we're doing after we get through our intro. So help support the show and find out how you can find the show and other projects we work on at theblakeandsalshow.com. Sal.
You can buy our shirt, stickers, hoodies, colored pencils that you really can't see, and more. Click on the TeePublic link on our site, or go to TeePublic and search for Blake and Sal Show.
Hey, did the WWE draft card brackets come in yet?
No, I would love to know how they're doing the draft this year, but we'll get into that in a minute. But by the way, if you go to the Crayola shop, I know you can get like personalized like crayons. Maybe you can get colored pencils and say the Blake and Sal Show on them. That would be great.
Just stamp a damn slick sticker on it.
But not all items actually available. Stickers are too big for that. You'll never see the logo. You'll never see it. Like,
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go to break. We'll come right back. All right, as always, plugs. Go pick up Mandy's book, I Know I Am, available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Artep Publishing in English and Spanish. And go listen to the Nadine and Mandy Show, available on all podcasting platforms, part of the Blake and Sal Show family. They are currently dealing with some schedule issues, so they'll be back in about a week or two. But go listen to the first couple of shows. And some people finally realize that scheduling and podcasting is difficult. There you go. Talk about the three experienced people that have been dealing with this for a decade. We understand.
Yes, very much so.
So that is that. Real quick. Real fast this week in Blake and Sal Show history. Only a few things. First appearances. April 18th, 2013, Scotty Fellows was on the show for the first time. April 19th, 2019, yeah, two people come on. Eric Blythe from Eric Random Chatter came on the show for the first time, which was awesome. And you know what made the first appearance? It was Christian. He popped up to do the show. I didn't realize that. I can't get the year wrong. I think it was 2020. I want to say it was 2020. Oh, it was 2019. It was 2019 because he did the con with us in June. And after me and him are doing our own podcast, we are thinking about bringing it back, by the way. We are thinking of bringing our podcast back sometime this year. If we have the time. It really depends on if we have the time. So he has to, he's literally, this is going to make people feel old for a second. When he came on the show, this is what now? This is for we're in 2023. This is 2019. That was 4 years ago. CJ is going to be graduating 8th grade in a month and a half.
Nope.
Just want to throw that out there. That's the thing. And he's already set up for high school, and he's starting high school in August. So that is a thing.
So and I'm sure he's going to be taken along with us for this year.
It's wow. All right. All right. So let me do this.
And now let's get into the crazy world of professional wrestling.
All right, so before we get into our main thing we're doing today, which is good, this is probably a shorter show than normal, guys. I'm not gonna lie, because the topic's gonna not take us that long to do. But before we get to that, I do want to cover one thing. Original plan this week, me and Dad were going to sit down and do a review of the WaterCity Wrestling Con for an At the Con special this week. We decided not to do that, mainly because we didn't have a lot to talk about. We didn't have a whole lot to talk about. I'm not gonna lie. So a couple things I want to bring up here. First of all, met Matt Caster, which was fucking awesome. Cool. He was fun. We got there early, so I got to jump in the line. And okay, wait. Let me tell this story. I'll tell you. Dad, tell them the story how it happened when we got there.
Blame it on the rain.
Oh my god! Seriously, we're joking about it. We're joking. It's not even to tell you the story. I did not even tell you the story. So we are in a lot. We just got there. We got there about a half hour before door open.
Right.
And the line is ridiculous. Like from the convention hall all the way down the street past the parking lot or repark. Free parking, by the way, which is also cool. But anyway,
Nice.
we get there, we get in line. As we're getting out of the car, the clouds start changing. in the air. And we started getting drizzles on the drive in, but we're like, okay, whatever, we'll get in, no big problem. I looked at the rate. I looked at I have a little, in my new car, I have a weather thing on my car now that comes up. We can check the weather real fast for the hours, and everything looked fine. Well, Wisconsin, you never trust Wisconsin weather ever. We get out of the car, we get in line, and the doors are opening, and we start moving. So the line was long. Only about 1/4 of 4 people are under a canopy. The rest of us, we had a quick 15-minute storm. 15-minute storm happened while we're in line. And we all got drenched. Every single, and it was windy, it was hail. Wind, hail, and rain for 15 minutes.
Oh, and the temperature changed.
Temperature, but it was only for 15 minutes. It was only for 15 minutes. So like everything, the temperature dropped like 20 degrees. All this wind hits. It was chaotic and crazy. And we're all drenched as we're walking into the convention center. Within 15 minutes, the sun's out, temperature's back up, like nothing happened.
That's terrible.
Oh my God, it was so bad. So we're all drenched. And like, we were joking about the line, though. We're walking in, I'm like, luckily most of us are wearing black shirts. Because most wrestling shirts are black. So it didn't make a difference to both of us. But like, I was joking with Dad. I'm like, we walk in, I'm like, the merchandise people here are going to be loving this.
Yeah, right.
We're going to buy dry shirts. And I was going to buy a con shirt, but they didn't have anything past 2X. So I'm like, I'm not buying a shirt that's 2X. I'm never going to work. I would have worn it on the show today. If it was like at least the 3X, I would have worn it on the show today. But like, I did not do that. But like, it was bad. That's how we started our afternoon. That's how we started our afternoon.
That stinks.
Well, then of course the rest of the celebrity wrestlers, I'll put it that way.
Okay, well, explain this. So
go ahead.
It was WrestleCon. I mean, for people who don't know, the setup, it was a WrestleCon with like a normal convention with wrestlers. But there was also a wrestling show attached to it at the end, and there was like a pre-show matches going on while we're all in line doing stuff, which was actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually pretty cool. The ring announcer was actually the BCW ring announcer that we knew. He came up to us and said hi. He came up to us to say hi. So that was
hi, Scott.
Yeah, hi, Scott. Very nice guy. We interviewed him when we did the BCW show live a few years back. We interviewed him on the show, so that was cool. But anyway, so he came up to say us hi. But the only person I really wanted to meet was Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston pulled out of the show. He was injured. He pulled out of the show. That's fine. It happens.
Yeah.
Malachi Black was supposed to be at this show. And he decided.
Holy cow.
And he did not get on the plane to come to Chicago for one reason or another. I don't know the real story behind it. There's rumors going on in the whole convention hall. Apparently, this is not the first time he's done this. And they had to change the card up because he was supposed to wrestle a match.
Right.
And so that was bad. Okay, you know what? Dad, why don't you finish the Malachi Black story? I have to go make sure the window in the bedroom is closed.
Okay. So basically, since Malachi didn't make his flight, quote unquote, kind of found out that he did something similar last year too, where he thought that a con like this wasn't not a major con that basically he would promote himself. So
then why did he agree to do it in the first place?
Well, here's the thing. And then when the people reached out to him, okay, I'll do it next year. Well, same thing. He just didn't feel like coming. So now they're looking at blacklisting him permanently from doing any future cons, not only with them, but also they're reaching out to other cons in the area that if you have Malachi, he may be a person that may not show at the last minute. So just to be prepared. But Raven was there. Eric Redbeard. And Lex Luger.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's something I want to bring up. The only problem I have with the con, there was no organization. They had a map in front to say, this is way, this is somewhere here, this is here. But if you walk around the convention hall, you don't know where anybody is.
Right.
Like, I went to get in the line for Max Caster right away. Because I knew the line was going to get crazy. So jump in line for Max Caster. But Dad didn't realize we walked past Brian Myers and Ethan Page. He had no clue. He had no idea. Like, this is the problem. There was no signage anywhere.
and the lines we were in, we thought they were for vendors until Scott said, over here in this line, you have Lex Luger. Over here at this line, you got Max Caster, you got Ethan Page and Brian Myers, and in the back, you got Raven. And...
Well, in the back room, they had a separate room with Raven, Eric Redbeard, and Brody King.
Right.
Back room. Did you know they were in the room? No, because there was no sign on the wall to say they're in the room.
Weird.
I didn't pop my head in to see who was in the room because there was a long line. I'm like, what the hell is this long line for? So I popped my head in. I told people, I'm not getting in line. I just want to see who's in the room. I pop my head in and I see Raven. By the way, looking old as fucking hell. But I pop in and I see Raven and I see Eric Redbeard. I'm like, oh, now I know who's in here. You know? But like, it was
so like no backdrops behind them at the tables or anything?
Nothing.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
Nothing. It was bad. It was really bad.
Now I don't blame Alakai Black for not showing up.
My favorite part was Dad's in the Lex Luger line. And okay, first, I met Max Caster. Max Caster was awesome. So let me ask you a question. When you did WrestleCon. You did WrestleCon in the past. You actually were a handler at WrestleCon. When you were at WrestleCon, did every wrestler have a handler? Or was it the big ones?
No, everyone did.
Okay, thank you. That answers my question. Because at this one, not everyone had a handler. We're like the only ones like
they were handling their own money?
They're handling their own money, they're handling their own time. There was no one to push ahead the line, there was nothing.
Yeah, that's not good.
And Matt Caster was one of the people that was handling his own stuff.
Oh, no.
And I was in the line pretty far up. Like I was pretty far in the line, but you turn around, I didn't get to take a picture of it, I should have. The line was all the way to the back of the hall. For him.
Wow.
It was bad. Luckily, we got there early, so I jumped in the line early. But the good thing about Max Caster, and I'll give him all the credit in the world, he'll move a little faster with adults. With kids, he was taking his sweet ass time. He didn't care. He was doing everything he could to make sure these kids had their good experience because it's probably their first wrestling experience or something. He wanted to make sure that they knew he was a great guy and he was treating them well. I'll give him all the credit for that. But yeah, he was taking care of everything himself. Doing everything himself.
That's not good, especially when it's somebody that big.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that was that. With the kids, he was putting the kids on a chair so to make sure they were as tall as him or taller than him, which I thought was hysterical. But then he took a picture with me. He's like, "How tall are you?" I'm like, 6'4". He's like, "Hang on a second." He pulled the chair out that he had the kids standing on. He stood on the chair, put his foot on the thing, and he's like, he wanted to be taller than me. That was funny. That was hysterical. Like during the bunch of people, like he was doing like pictures, obviously. By the way, it was only $30 for a picture, $40 for a combo. It was not a bad price at all. But the one thing he was doing a lot of stuff was he would do the full like scissor thing they do in the ring, and then post the picture. He would. It was actually really funny. So if you're willing, but you got the entire full thing. It was actually really funny. That's what he was doing. So then I jump over to the other line, and Dad's in the Lex Luger line this entire time. Dad's in the Lex Luger line. So I go to find him. Number one, there's no reception in the building. There's no phone reception. We couldn't do anything. That's why if I send you pictures, I had to be in a certain spot of the building and send you pictures. Like there was no phone reception. That's number one. Number two, I can't find him. I couldn't find him. Like, it's not offensive to you that you're shorter than most people that you're a short guy. There's a lot of tall people here. And you're wearing a Jay Briscoe shirt that a lot of people own. So it was hard to find you. Like, it was really hard to find you. Which is probably a compliment to Jay Briscoe's family because they made a shitload of money off that shirt. Right.
It was like, where's Waldo?
It was bad. So I couldn't find him. So I stopped to get some food, and then I walk around and I pass like all the indie wrestlers. And then Hornswoggle is in the middle of the indie wrestler group, which was weird. That was weird and random.
Yes.
My favorite part is that I asked Dad, I'm like, did you see Hornswoggle? I'm like, Hornswoggle's here? I didn't even see him. He had no clue he was there. Until he saw the card on the back of the shirt, he had no clue Hornswoggle was there. So then Dad did meet Lex Luger, and I got pictures and everything, and I'll throw it to Dad on Lex Luger. So how was Lex?
Lex was as well as he could be for his medical situation. And I'm surprised he still had a lot of energy to meet people and talk with them. Unfortunately,
he actually looks pretty good in those pictures that you took.
Yeah, unfortunately,
he was in a wheelchair. He was in a wheelchair, but it was.
But he looked good though.
He didn't look bad at all.
Yeah, he didn't look like decrepit or anything.
No, Raven looked worse.
No.
To be honest with you, Raven looked worse.
Oops.
And I'm not taking
And-
shots. This is the truth.
Yeah, and he was great, very personable, talked with people,
he had a handler, so they could have, he could have a handler.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, with the handler, you were able to snap picture with the cell phone and talk with him a little bit, bend his ear, and he seemed like he was very appreciative of everyone that came in and talked with him and got an autograph and picture. So I mean, it wasn't like he was standoffish or anything like that. Very, very personable.
Good.
And I think after you read his book, you get a different side of him that you didn't get before. And he'll be the first to tell you he's a born again Christian, and he's admitted all his mistakes and wrongdoings. And basically, what he's trying to do, even with public speaking, is he's trying to basically redirect people that, hey, if you're going to go down this path, don't do this because I was there. This is what happened, and I'm just giving you the benefit of the doubt. So he's also educating up and coming wrestling superstars. Hey, there are pitfalls to this industry, just so you're aware. It's not all peaches and cream. It's not like everything hunky-dory that you see on TV. There's bumps in the road, and you either go around a bump or you go into the bump.
So after that, I found Ed, and I found him right when I texted him. He finally got my text message like a half hour later. Literally a half hour later, he finally got my text message. I asked him where he was, and he said, I'm in the Luger line. And I went back to the Luger line to find him, and I just happened to find him when he was like next in line, which is why
Nice.
that awesome photo of him talking to Lex, like I happened to get there right in time. But so we left the hall for a little bit, and there's pre-show matches going on in the ring, which was, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty awesome. But before we left the hall, Dad went over to the merchandise line. The merchandise guy was having a going out of business sale because he's retiring after 5 years. So
Okay.
he's going out of business sale. We're like t-shirts for $10 and like DVD sets for like half price, and like all this stuff was going on. So Dad ended up walking away with like mid-stop DVDs.
Nice.
I did try to get a t-shirt, but like there was nothing in my side that I actually wear outside of this moment. But like those $10 shirts, you can't not look. You can't not look at $10 shirts. $10 wrestling shirts from like the last like 20 years. You can't not look. But like that
Figures,
was
cards, posters.
So that was pretty funny. So then we decided I asked them, like, do you want to stay for the show? Because honestly, I was tired. Because I went to the full house 90s party concert on Friday night. And I didn't get home till like almost 1 a.m. It was a fun night. The show started, like, the concert didn't start till like 9, and then we had some transportation issues with Uber, and then we finally got home by like 12:31. So I was exhausted, and I'm like, do we really want to stay for a wrestling show for half the car we don't know? And then like it's an hour drive. Like, do we really want to stay? And then we may run into concert traffic by American Family Field because there was a concert going on. I'm like, do we really want to deal with this? And then we decided, no, we don't want to deal with this. So we left, and we were the only ones that left, by the way. A lot of people left before the show actually started.
Oh, no.
Overall, though, we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad we went, and I'll do it again next year. I told Mandy, Mandy asked me, do you want to go in there next year? I'm like, if it's the right people, I'd love to go again, probably not stay for the wrestling show and just go for the con part.
Right.
But it wasn't worth doing a like hour-plus show about it, so we just talk about it now.
Come to find out that the majority of the people were there to see Malachi Black, and when he wasn't there, in and out.
And by the way, I can't even blame ACW, which is the company that was running this, because they didn't find out he wasn't coming until a few hours before the con.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
He did not get on the plane that morning. So the only way you could have known is on their Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you could have known he wasn't going to be there. So like the word was going around while we were waiting in line. But like if you didn't know that, you went in there thinking Malachi was going to be like, he's on the poster. He was on the poster and on all the advertising. So like I can't blame anyone for being upset for him not being there. I can't blame anybody at all. Like I was talking to somebody in the Max Caster line. He's like, I came here to see Malachi and Max Caster. Well, Malachi's not here. So I jumped right in the Max Caster line.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
and I don't know if I heard anyone talking about I want to get my money back.
No, there
because
wasn't
he
that.
there.
It wasn't that at all, actually, because
Yeah.
people just jumped in different lines. People just jumped in different lines and met somebody else. And
Yeah.
it was simple as that.
I think everyone tried.
King was supposed to be there too, and he wasn't there either. So like,
But Eddie Kingston's got the injury. So
oh no,
it's
I
like-
know, but like,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, if people, it's just how it is. It's
All
what's the
all
line?
in
We
all,
always
I
joke-
think-
What's the line we always joke about? Cars subject to change. That's the mentality.
Yeah.
So
All in all, I think people had a good time. They made the best of it.
absolutely. So that is that. That's the WaterCity Wrestling Con that we went to this past weekend, and a little quick review of Full House. If you have a chance to go see Full House, the '90s party band, go see them. That was so much fucking fun. I haven't had that much fun in years. Like, I have not screamed and danced, and like, we Ubered so we didn't have to like do about not drinking and not getting high.
Right.
We had so much fucking fun. Like, I'll go again if someone said let's go again. That was
Every
a great
step
time.
you take,
That was such a great time. It was such a great time. So that's that. Let's actually get to the reason we're here. Like, I was trying to find music for this, and I'm like, you know what? We're in the middle of the Stanley Cup playoffs. I couldn't find drafted music, so let's go with this. I went with the NHL on TNT music because I could find that.
Okay.
I could find that on Spotify.
Random.
Well, it was like, well, I found it when I was looking for something else. Like, I think I was trying to find the hockey song on Instagram for our post for Monday for the hockey for NHL previews. And I was like, then I popped in hockey and NHL on TNT music came up. I was like, oh, I'll use that in the future. I'll use that in the future. No, it's an option.
So random.
Like,
Like, who's actually listening to that? Like,
well, the NHL and NBC music can be seen on Spotify. It used to be there all the time. Like, it used to be there all the time.
it's so weird.
So anyway, so that's that. So what we're going to do here, the WWE draft is coming up, I think this Friday, if I remember. I remember this episode drops. I believe it's this Friday is the draft.
Yes.
I thought it
think
was next
you're-
Friday.
I'll double check. It's either this Friday or next Friday. I'll double check. I think your Sal's right. I think Sal's right. It is next Friday. But
Is it?
since we're not here next week, we're not going to be here next week. We're taking a week off. And I didn't really want to do a normal show this week because, well, we had that special show planned originally that we're saving. I figured we'll do something different. I asked Mandy, I'm like, give me an idea. Give me something. She's like, well, you guys haven't done a draft in a long time, right? I'm like, yeah, something we used to do back in the day. We haven't done it in a while. And I'm like, and then she's like, well, don't do it normal. And then she gave me this idea that I changed up a little bit. And Mandy loved the changes that I put, by the way. So it was a combination effort between me and her figuring this plan out. And so we're going to do a WWE mock draft. All eligible rosters, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. But here's what we're going to do. We're not going to draft everybody because we'll take too much time. Take too much time to do that. So instead, here's how we broke it down. It would be you choose two main event men, one heel, one face. Two main event women, one heel, one face. Two mid-carders, one male, one female. A male tag team, a female tag team, an announced team of any variation you want to put together. A ring announcer from any show. A general manager, being either like Adam Pearce, Shawn Michaels, or, as being a style discussed, because there are three of us, a wild card pick of your choosing. So for whoever you want to have run the show. And then our manager, Ali like Selena Vega or something like that, or Paul Heyman or something like that. Also, I'll throw in a wrench that I heard on a different podcast. Like, you don't have to go in order. Don't go in order. If you say, I want to pick a female that's going to be off the board later, pick her early. Who cares? And I will keep track on my end. I have a spreadsheet over here to keep track. I have another spreadsheet I put together here that I will keep track of our picks as we go. And then I'm going to make a graphic because next week we're going to have an archive show. It was a planned week off. To get through, finish up the busy month of April, planned week off next week.
Okay.
The week after, we'll be back to recap the actual draft and preview Backlash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put graphics together and I'm going to put it up for a vote. Who made the best draft? And then when we come back in 2 weeks, we'll see who won.
Nice.
So I'll put it up on all the socials, including I'll put a video together for TikTok and like YouTube Reels, all that kind of stuff. I'll put together a nice little video so we can vote. So there you go. By the way, so randomly, CJ is on YouTube all the time, right? and I've been posting stuff on our YouTube page, and I've been doing shorts lately just to get more people to watch our stuff. CJ come in the room from, I remember where he was. He came and looked at me. This looks familiar. And he showed me a video from our YouTube page that is happened to pop up on his phone randomly. He wasn't looking for it. It just randomly showed up. That was pretty funny. That was pretty damn funny.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out how we were going to do this and who's going to pick first to make it fair. So I actually pulled out a random number generator on my phone. I don't have a dice.
Okay.
I was going to roll a dice. I couldn't find one. So I picked it. I have it set from 1 to 20. We'll go by Price is Right rules. Pick a number between 1 and 20. Person closest without going over gets the first pick.
Okay.
So I always go with my lucky number, which is 11. So I'll go with that. Sal.
I'm gonna say 4.
Dad.
13.
And I'll hit the button. And it came up with 6. That means I'll go. That would be you, Sal. You get the first pick. So we'll go Sal, Dad, me. We'll go in that order, like we always go in that order. So Sal, I think I'm weird feeling I know what you're doing first, because that's probably the reason I wanted to do the random number generator to make it fair. The main reason I did that. So Sal, who was your first pick in our draft here?
Roman Reigns.
I am not surprised. Even a tiny bit. Like, not even a tiny bit shocked by that.
Yes.
Because I knew.
I acknowledge my tribal chief.
The funny part was, I'm like, okay, I know the first pick is going to be Roman Reigns, so I have to find a fair way to make sure it gets picked by somebody. I'm doing this. That's stupid. I knew exactly what's going to happen there. So I'm putting a note down here, making sure I know. So, okay. So, Dad, who are you picking as your first pick in our little draft here?
Sheamus.
Ooh, a mid-card Sheamus. I like that. That's a nice pull. Funny part is, I was actually leaning toward him for a mid-card, so you stole that one from me. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, well, that goes to me. You know what? I'll go female. I'll go heel. I'll go with my girl. I gotta get Bailey off the board for one of you wideouts to take it from me. Because I know it would happen. I'm not stupid. I know it would happen. Sal, go ahead.
I'm picking for my male tag team because I love them so much.
Okay.
The Creed brothers.
Ooh, well, that's a good pull.
Oh.
I like that pull. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
Although you would hate, because you weren't here yet on the WrestleMania show where it's like Mandy like trashed the Creed brothers. You weren't here for that. You came on late after that Mandy was trashing.
How dare her?
It's a nice pull though. I like that one. That's a nice pull. Dad, go ahead.
For female tag team, I think I'm going to leave it with Raquel and Liv.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I can't argue that. Oh, it makes it easier for me later. For my pick later, because I already know who I want to pick for the female tag team. I'm leaving it for later because I don't think anyone's thinking about them. So I'm leaving it for later. You know what? I'm gonna go with my tag team. Get both of these guys off the board. And that'd be KO and Sami Zayn.
Okay.
Get them off the board so no one can really steal them and separate them on me.
Okay.
So I am keeping track here, by the way. So after the first 2 rounds, we have me with Bailey and KO and Sammy, Sal with the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and the Creed brothers, and Dad with Sheamus and Raquel and Liv Morgan. Sal, go ahead.
I think I'm gonna go mid-card male.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna say Austin Theory.
Ooh, that's a nice pull. That's a nice one. I like that. Just keep someone I have in my mind. I might have to probably steal next before Dad does. So go ahead, Dad.
Okay, I'm going to go face, male.
Okay, so from main event for face. Got it.
Cody.
Cody. Ah, damn it! You stole Cody. I should have sold him earlier. Damn it!
Why are you guys fighting over a loser? I don't understand this.
Oh.
Fuck Cody Rhodes.
Well,
Thank you.
because your tribal chief fucked them over.
Okay, so I have two people for my mid card, and you know what? I'm going to go with one for my own self here, and that would be one L.A. Knight.
Ooh, damn.
So there you go. I'll take L.A. Knight for there. So there you go. Sal, go ahead.
So I'm thinking for my, I guess, face mail,
Okay.
Johnny Gargano.
Ooh, nice
Ooh.
one. Nicely done. Mandy would be very happy by both of us right now because we picked both of her people back to back. Dad, go ahead.
Male heel,
Okay.
Seth.
Ooh, is that really a heel though? Is that the heel? Or you want to make him
Who
a heel?
knows?
Okay,
I'll make him a heel.
I'm
I'll
gonna
accept
make
it.
him a heel.
I'll accept it mainly because we don't know what the hell he is half the time. We don't know what he is half the time anyway, so it's all good.
I don't think he knows what he is half the time.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so where are we here? I guess for babyface female, I should pick somebody here. And I guess, actually, no, I'll come back to that because I have some ideas in my head. So I'll come back. Because there's a lot of people up the board here. So let me actually, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. All right, let's go female tag team because I wanted to say this team because it's fun. And that would be Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. Also known as Kaden Carter in NXT, who should be up on the main roster soon. I don't know where the hell they are. I don't know where the hell they are. They should be on the main roster soon.
Vacation.
So I'm guessing they're going to be in the draft. So there you go. I'm trying to figure out here where we are here on when it comes to things here. So here we go. We have Sal, who has picked Roman Reigns as his male main event heel. He has the Creed Brothers as his tag team. Mid Carter would be Austin Theory, and he went with Johnny Gargano as his face. On Dad, he went with Mid Carter with Sheamus, Raquel and Liv Morgan as his female tag team, and Cody and Seth Rollins as his males. For me, I have Bailey, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, LA Knight, and Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. Sal, go ahead.
Female heel, I gotta go with Mommy, Rhea Ripley.
Ooh, okay. Fair enough. I can't even argue with that. So I'm going with her. Just for curiosity.
Sure.
Just out of pure curiosity.
Are they a package set?
Would you really want Dom by himself?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, you're right about that. No.
After seeing him wrestling, I wouldn't want it by himself.
It's either sink or swim.
Yeah, let's not go there. Go ahead, Dad, go. I'm actually just updating this feature. Go ahead.
Female faith. Roxy.
Ooh, Roxanne Perez. Okay. That's
Boo.
I know you're not a fan. She's back, by the way. She is back on TV normal. So he's actually going to be wrestling Indy and Tiffany Stratton on friggin' with it Spring Breakin' on Tuesday.
Yes, spring breaking.
Spring Breakin', an awful fucking name for a show I've ever heard. That has to be one of the worst names I've ever heard. Like Spring Breakin'.
Talk to Sean about that.
Oh my god, no, but that was before him. They started doing that before him. Like I hate that name. It's literally one of my least favorite names, especially since they've dropped WrestleMania from Backlash. So like so all right. Next up would be me. So since you took Rhea, Sal, I need to go somewhere else from female. You know what? What's actually, I'm trying to think here because I'm trying to think of the roster up top there. By the way, so Sal texted me. He's like, I'm not prepared. I'm going to go off a whim. I'm like, trust me, I did not have, I was doing work stuff most of the day, so I'm not prepared either. So don't worry about it. Don't feel bad about that because it's not like I sat there and did a draft board or anything. I was busy doing work all day. So don't worry about it. I'm going off the whim here too. But you know what? I'm actually trying to think. I'm going to go off the NXT roster as well for a heel female. And I'm
Okay.
going to go one Cora Jade.
Boo.
Actually, I like her a lot, and I've liked her fact when she was on the Indies. So Sal, back with
Okay.
you. I'm trying to figure out who has
Oh.
what left here. I'm trying to update the sheet here so I can figure out what left.
Permission to create a female tag team?
Permission granted.
I'm gonna go with Io Sky and Asuka.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like that a lot.
oh,
I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a dream
Dakota
team
Kai
right there.
who?
That's a dream team
Dakota
right
Kai
there.
who? With her awful hair.
wow.
I like Dakota, but that's a dream team right there. I like that a lot.
Why? Thank you.
Ooh, nicely done. Nicely done. Back to you, Dad.
Female mid card, Carmella.
Okay, I can give you that one.
Okay. Okay.
I'll give you Mella. I'll give you Mella. I like Mella. I like Mella more than most people do. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. Most people do not like Mella, but I actually do enjoy her a lot.
But she's money.
Yes, she is. I'm trying to think here. I think I'm trying to figure out who the hell I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to mark down as we're going along here, and I'm doing a terrible job on our sheet trying to figure out who did what already. So I think for female, I'm trying to figure out female mid Carter because that's a tough one for me because I'm trying to think of both rosters. But I think I'm going to go with my gut, which is something actually I was thinking of yesterday. That would be one Piper Niven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
One Piper Niven for mid Carter because she does not get the love she deserves, and I think she deserved more. So, so Sal, go ahead while I try to get this sheet organized.
I think I have. Oh, I see what you're doing here.
Yep.
I think I need a female face,
You do.
and if I'm not mistaken, did we pick Bianca? Bianca was picked, right?
Bianca is still not. It's still on. It's still not. It's still available.
Okay, then I'll snatch her up. Then I'll pick Bianca Belair as my face female.
Yes, Bianca Belair. I'm actually surprised by looking at the sheet here too. I was very surprised looking at the sheet here that she is still available. I'm not sure why me and Dad both passed on her so many times. I have no clue how that happened. But it did. So I just want to quickly update the sheet here. So there we go. So Dad, go ahead as I'm finishing up here.
I need a female heel, correct?
You do. That is one of the few things you don't have left on the top here.
Okay, then my pick would be Candice.
Ooh, Candice LeRae. You know what? As the funny part is Candice, when she was part of the way, it was actually really cool. Like I didn't expect her to be such a good heel.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it. So fix the spelling later.
Especially the vignettes.
So I need a heel. I need a male heel. I need someone to push in the main event and do something cool and something different. And I'm going to go with someone who's main eventing Tuesday's NXT show. This Tuesday Spring Break-In. And I'm not talking about Carmelo. I'm talking about the person who I'm so shocked he's not on the main roster yet, and he better be after Tuesday. And that would be one Grayson Waller.
Ah, yes.
I
Yeah.
zero clue how this man is not on the main roster yet. And I'm hoping come the damn draft, he's there. Which means I don't want him to win Tuesday. I don't want him to win Tuesday, that means. Which just sucks because he's always losing. But like, I want him on the main roster because he deserves to be on the main roster. So there's that. So okay, I'm just trying to figure out what we have left here. So okay, I'll read it down. We have Roman Reigns for Sal, the Creed brothers, Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, Rhea Ripley. I do with Dominic in there because why not? Io Sky and Asuka and Bianca Belair. For Dad, it's Sheamus, Raquel and Liv, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Roxanne Perez, Carmella, and Candice LeRae. And for me, it's Bayley, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, LA Knight, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, Cora J, Piper Niven, and Grayson Waller. Whew. It's a lot of people. So
That's a lot
far
of people.
here. a lot of people that we've named off here. So I'm just going through here to make sure everything is covered here on the actual run sheet. I'm not sure if Dad's seeing the updates. I know, Sal, you are. So Dad already does that. I believe we are now down to like Dad has not picked a male tag team yet.
Okay.
And
Is
so
it my turn or not?
Sal's turn is next. We
Okay.
see what we've all done. We've all picked female tag teams. So that's that. I believe, Sal, you have picked a female. You have not picked a female, male, and female. You've done a mid card. You done a mid card female yet, Sal? Oh, you have not. So
No.
So I have that. You have the announced teams who have ring announcers.
So female mid card is the last like
The actual
wrestler I
person.
have to pick, right?
Yep.
Okay. So let me just do that now and get it out of the way. Mid card female. Um. Um. Um.
Perfect timing for me to update the sheet here, so they're good.
Yeah. That's tough.
That's why it took me a minute to figure out Piper. That's why it took me a minute.
Yeah. How about we go with interesting. Mella's gone.
I think I know somebody you love. I'm surprised that you're not even thinking of.
That's supposed to give me a clue, isn't it?
I'm surprised you haven't called for a manager yet.
Oh yeah, I am saving that. You know what? Let's go Sonya Deville for my mid card.
Fair enough. I like that actually. Dad, go ahead. You have tag team, announce team, ring announcer, GM, and manager left.
Okay. I'm gonna make a male tag team.
Go for it.
Bronson Reed and Rick Booz.
What the fuck is that?
You see, you can't do what I do. It just doesn't work. You can't just slap two people together and expect it to work.
Sal, Dad's been doing that for years. This is not new information. How many times on this show's history have we said, had Dad said a random team that should go together, and we look at it like, what the fuck did you just say? What? Doesn't make any sense. No sense at all. Oh man, that's funny. Why does it feel like I'm missing something here on my end?
I don't think so. It looks right.
No, I'm looking at no. Yeah, see it.
Okay, hang on.
That. Oh, you know what it is? I know what I'm trying to figure out here. So I had the female tag team. Female tag team. Main event male. LA Knight is mid card. Hyper Niven. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Picked two. I picked two heels female that should have only picked one. That's right. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just turn my girl Bailey babyface and keep Corjin. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I did wrong there. Why I was having my issues figuring out math here. Why I was having my problems. Because it's like it just looks like there's more people on you guys than mine. That's why I'm trying to figure out why. Because you started. That's why. That's why. Because you started. All right. I guess I'm going to jump over to the other categories we have, and I'm going to go with a ring announcer, and I got to go with Samantha Irving.
Okay.
Who, if you're not watching SmackDown, she's one of the highlights of fucking SmackDown because she's absolutely fucking amazing at doing her ring announcing. Like absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Just for her Imperium entrances alone, she's one of the best people on the SmackDown when it comes during it. She's the only person I know that puts different accents on everybody's names as she's going cards. Like it's amazing to listen to her. So there you go. I'll take Samantha Irving. Sal, go back to you.
Yeah, so let me snatch him up now before somebody else does. My tribal chief needs his wise man.
Ooh.
So I'm going to take Paul Heyman as my wrestling manager.
Fair enough. Can't blame you there at all. Like not even a little bit. So Dad, it goes to you.
Ring announcer. And it's not who you think it is.
Not who we think it is. I'm not sure who you're
I'm
thinking.
gonna go with Alicia Taylor.
Okay, Lucy Taylor's good. I can't argue that.
Okay.
I can't argue that. I like Lucy Taylor. So I can't argue her at all. So I was joking around because it's Mandy and we were chit chatting while I was waiting for the car at the dealership today, and I went and said like she was making her own thing, which I'm going to read when we're done with this. I have a thing she sent me, and when she got to general manager, and I put wild card down because we were discussing that.
Right.
Me and her ended up being on the same page without realizing it.
Okay.
Without knowing, having a clue, because I didn't have anything written down. I had nothing written down. So she had no clue what I had planned in my brain. And my general manager, wild card, just for the fun of it and how annoying how it'll piss off people, and I'll enjoy the crap out of it, would be one, the only, Pat McAfee.
Yes. Yeah.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah. And the funny part is, Mandy picked him without me realizing that I did. I was going to do that. I had no idea. I thought that was pretty damn funny. Just showing how me on the same page me and her are sometimes. That was that one. Okay. So, what do we have left here, Sal? You have it in front of you. I believe we have announced team, ring announcer, and GM left on your end.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick GM. I need somebody that's easy on the eyes. I need somebody that's gonna give me ratings just by being hot.
So not Adam Pierce.
No.
Woo!
I am picking the gorgeous Maurice as my GM.
Ooh, well,
Oh,
that's a pull I did not see coming. I did not see that one coming.
damn.
Well done.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
So, Dad, to you, I believe what you have see here, manager, GM, and now an announce team left.
Okay. I'm gonna go with announce team.
Go for it.
Big E and Michael Cole.
Big E and Michael Cole.
Well, Big E's not wrestling right now, so that would have to be hysterical. I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie. That would be fucking hysterical.
Okay.
By the way, there's an update for him. I haven't looked it up yet because I just haven't had a chance to look at articles yet today. But yeah, apparently there's an update on him. He did his 1 year check from his. It's been 1 year since he broke his neck.
Wow.
It's been 1 year already. I did not realize it's been a year. Like, jeez. So all right, where am I? I guess for our announce team, you took Cole off the table. That's fine. I guess I'll have some fun here and combine a couple of teams that I actually enjoy. I need to get Booker T away from me because I so want to kill him on most Tuesdays.
Stand in line.
I'm taking Vic Joseph and I'm putting him back together with Wade Barrett, which I absolutely loved on NXT for the longest time. But oh my god, I want to seriously. I don't even care if this gets me fucking blocked by Booker T. He fucking annoys me. He annoys me so fucking much. Oh my god. Like, holy shit, that guy annoys me. Like, I don't even know what. There are times when we're watching and I look at me and I'm like, what did he just say? I haven't the slightest. I didn't do what he just said. Oh my god. So yeah, I think. Oh my god. But yeah, Dick and Joseph and Barrett were fantastic together. I want them back together. So since Cole's unavailable, I'll go there. Sal, back to you. And I believe you have announced team and ring announcer left. Am I correct?
I believe so. I guess so. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm the last pick of both of them. Let's do announce team. I guess I'll stick with Corey Graves and Kevin Patrick because there's really no one else left.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Sure.
No problem. I was just making sure I put a note in here that said you had Maurice as GM. I was making sure I remember that for later when I make the graphic. When I make the graphic.
Yes.
But
Make
I
sure she's
make
wearing
sure I-
something hot too when you put that picture up.
It's not that difficult. I just got to go to Mrs. Instagram page. So, all right. So let's see here. Let me make sure I make a note here. That goes there. So for Dad, he has left GM and a manager.
Okay, GM. Stone Cold.
Ooh, we've done that before, but I like it. I do like it. Funny part is, I was actually in the building once for the sheriff Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is hysterical. That was a thing. For those who remember, that was the thing that happened. That was the thing that went down once. He was the sheriff of Raw. That was the manager. The sheriff. He had a badge, he had a big badge and everything. Like, it was so stupid. That happened. Oh my god, that was a thing. All right. Oh shit. Okay, what we have here? So I have left. Pretty much, I'm just down to a ring for a wrestling manager. Is that right?
I think so.
Okay. So I guess I have a couple of options, which is not a bad thing to have. Not gonna lie, a couple of options here, and they're both
You want me to flip my quarter?
No, because you don't know where I'm going with this. I have two ridiculously attractive females. One's currently on the main roster, and one is down in NXT. So I think I'm going to go with the one up and down in NXT, and that would be Electra Lopez.
Okay.
I absolutely love her, and she's also extremely attractive. My other choice, by the way, was Selena Vega. So it was one or the other. There was really no losing for me personally. At the fail, there was no like losing for me.
I would love for her to come on and be like manager of the LFO.
So the
That's racist.
well, Selena is technically Selena is the manager of the LWO, technically.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, that's good.
So I believe that goes to Sal then to wrap up this thing on your end. That would be your ring announcer.
Mike Rome, I guess, because I don't know if anyone else is out there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Because we did pick the females. So like
Yes.
and that means the last pick goes to Dad. Even though it makes no sense why this is uneven on my sheet here. But go ahead. Dad,
Wrestling manager.
what's your manager?
Damn.
Goldberg.
No, I was gonna use him as a wild card pick for something else, but no, he doesn't fit. I'm gonna go with wrestling manager Drew Gulak.
Oh, he is technically a manager down in NXT. Technically,
Okay.
you're not wrong. He's isn't he what the hell's his name? William Regal's kid. I can't think of his name right now.
Walker.
Yeah. So I'm doing my I'm
I'm
looking at my sheet here. For some reason, so we have 12 categories, which should mean like we should have, and for some reason I'm one short and I don't know why. So I'm trying to figure out why that is here. So because you guys all have 12 and I'm told to have 12, and I have 11, which is weird. So I'm trying to figure out what happened here. Because I think I missed something in here. I don't know what I missed. So
Did you miss?
I'm going to do it fast here. I'm going to go through the list here.
Okay.
Bailey, which I have down as the babyface because I want her to hurt, and so I have no problem with that.
Okay.
KO and Sami Zayn is my tag team. LA Knight.
wait. Let's go in order of
The
how
sheet.
you have it on here. So go to your males first.
Okay, so let's see here. Hail. Let's see here. Oh, I see what I did wrong.
You don't have a male face.
I never picked a male face. That explains
Okay,
it.
there you go.
That explains where I did wrong here. Because I'm literally going through the sheet here. I'm like, what did I do wrong? There it is. That's where I went wrong. Fine. That gives me something to pick here then. That's cool with me. So let me go through here real fast in my brain because you already stole Johnny Gargano, so I can't go there.
I did.
So I can't even be mad at you for it because I didn't think of it earlier. So I can't even be mad at you for it because that's how things work. So I'm trying to think something here. Waller. By the way, can I say something that freaking Braun Breaker makes a fantastic heel now in NXT?
Oh
Who
yeah.
knew?
Yeah, he's playing an amazing heel now. Like he's beating up Chase University and everything. So like he's going full out heel now on NXT.
Oh no.
I mean, he actually tore the Chase U flag.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's how things happen. So I think I just realized I need a high flyer. I don't really have anybody on here that's a big high flyer. So let's go with the one, the only Ricochet.
Hey,
Who, by the
That's a good
way,
choice.
I am very surprised Dad did not choose somewhere on here, knowing his obsession with Ricochet over the years.
actually, I was gonna put him and Bronson Reed together as a tag team, but that wouldn't work.
Well, him and Braun are a tag team right now, so
No, he said
No.
Bronson Reed.
I know that's
Reed.
the thing. Like it would
Oh.
work because Braun and him are a tag team right now, but I'm not even
Oh,
sure
I see,
why
I
it
see.
works. I don't know why that works, but it does. I don't know how that works. So, all right, going through our picks officially. Here we go. For me, I went with Bailey, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, L.A. Knight, Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, Cora Jade, Piper Niven, Grayson Waller, Samantha Irving, Pat McAfee as GM, Vic Joseph, Wade Barrett as the announced team, Electra Lopez, and of course Ricochet, because for some reason I missed a mail earlier. For Sal, it is the tribal chief Roman Reigns, and he did pick Paul Heyman as manager, so I'll make sure I put back to back there. By the way, no one picked the Usos, which is pretty funny to me.
Well, they're not champions anymore. Nobody wants
That's pretty
them.
funny, guys. The Usos and Solo were not picked here at all. The Creed brothers, Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, Rhea Ripley with Dom because I felt like putting it down that way. Io Sky and Asuka, Bianca Belair, Sonya Deville, Paul Heyman, Maurice, general manager, which I'm not gonna lie, it's hysterical. Kevin Patrick and Corey Graves, and Mike Rome. And finally, Dad's list is Sheamus, Raquel Liv Morgan, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Roxanne Perez, Carmella, Candice LeRae, Bronson Reed and Rick Boogs, which is ridiculous. Alicia Taylor, Michael Cole, and Big E, which I'm not gonna lie, reminds me of the pandemic days when like the New Day would randomly sit at the announce table and just randomly yell stuff. That's what it reminds me of. Don't go Keith Austin as the general manager and Andrew Gulak as a manager. I'm not gonna lie, this was awesome. This was fun. I did have penciled in to do this in sometime in the summer for like AEW and Ring of Honor because I think that would be hysterical as well because that'd be so random fun. So we'll do that sometime in the summer because I think that would give us another week off in the summer without having to send another workout show up.
Lord knows we have plenty of options there.
I know that's what makes it interesting. Besides the fact that rumored, you know what? I'm going to throw this up here. It's not on the run sheet or anything, but it's something that's been on all over my podcast today.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about AEW possibly having a Saturday night show?
I thought about this.
Go ahead, because I'm not even joking. This sounds like it's going to happen.
This is not an ROH show. Is this correct?
This is a AEW Saturday night show in primetime.
Not unnecessary.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And apparently, this is their way of getting Punk back.
Are they still doing these stupid YouTube shows?
I guess. We didn't get, funny part about RTV taping, we didn't get that at RTV taping. We got our tapings. We didn't get dark tapings.
Okay.
So, but by the way, the TV show tapings are too damn long. We talked about this last week with the too damn long. Yes, Sal, let me run down to you our AEW television taping from last week.
Oh, jeez.
We had Ring of Honor for 45 minutes, but by the way, that was this press Thursday show. But on my birthday, that's the episode during on my birthday on Ring of Honor TV. So 45 minutes of Ring of Honor matches. And then we took a 15-minute break to change over the ring, get everything situated for Dynamite. Then we had Dynamite. 2 hours, and then we had Rampage for 45 minutes to an hour. And then, before Rampage, TK came out and made an announcement, we're going to have more Ring of Honor matches after Rampage.
Oy vey.
We left before the main event, during the main event of Rampage. We left during the main event of Rampage. I know someone else that was in the building, and apparently the taping didn't end until 11:30.
Oh, wow.
It started at 6.
That's so unnecessary especially on a Wednesday.
Yeah, on a Wednesday night, it went 5.5 hours.
I mean, it's good that you definitely get your money's worth, but I mean, that's
Vikingo apparently was in the Vikingo was in the final hour of Ring of Honor stuff, but like ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Because we had I talked about this last week, but I was bringing it up here. CJ was falling asleep, which is why we didn't actually finish the show. So we left, and you could actually see us leaving on Rampage. If you watch Rampage, and they cut to the ring, you can actually see us leaving after Jungle Boy's entrance.
Oh no,
it's pretty damn funny. So real fast, things got message from Andy. she actually sent in her own draft of people.
Okay.
So I'll read it off. She sent me. This is did I not go by this? What she sent me? This sent me this afternoon, and I kept my phone off of this so I didn't get like ideas for my picks. Just to throw that out there. So here we go. This is Mandy sent me earlier. For males, LA Knight and Johnny Gargano. So I thought we were
right there.
we were perfect for us, wasn't it? Sonya Deville and Piper Niven.
Well, problem there. They're
No.
both taken.
I know, but I'm just going with what she wrote down before we did this draft. Kevin Owens and Alexa Bliss from mid-card.
Oh.
What?
Mustafa Ali and
KO
Ricochet.
Derby.
Mustafa Ali and Ricochet as the tag team.
Okay.
She threw, and this funny part about this tag team, I know she put this together for me. And it was Bailey and Zelina Vega. That one was for me. And then for an announce team, she decided to have some fun and did Kayla Braxton and Kathy Kelly.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
That's something different. I like that as something different. She went with Samantha Irving. She went with Pat McAfee as GM, which I love her for it. And then she also went with Alexa Lopez for a manager, which I did not realize she did until just now. Because again, I just read it over until we actually were on the air. So
Wow.
then when they caught my attention with Pat McAfee, because I know it's kind of leading that way. So
You
that
know,
is that.
when you mentioned about AEW having a show on Saturday night,
Sorry, you walked away for a second. Get your thoughts in real fast, then we'll wrap up.
it really reminds me of WWE versus WCW all over again. That's what's like boiling down to. But then now you're getting pro wrestling overload, all these shows. So personally, I don't see a lot of success for the Saturday night show. I really don't.
Listen, I'm going to be honest here. I watch more wrestling than anybody else on this show. That's the truth. That's a fact of the matter. Last weekend, there was 2 New Japan shows on Fight at a reasonable price. It was only $30 for 2 shows. I did not order them because I knew I would not have the time to watch them because I was way too damn busy last week. There was no chance I'm going to have time to watch them. But also, the other thing I'll throw in there is I'm a huge Ring of Honor fan. Love Ring of Honor. I have not watched the TV show in weeks. It's on Honor Club. How Honor Club. Me and Dad have it. And Dad watches it more than I do. Haven't watched it in weeks. I get burned out by Wednesday night. Like, it's honest.
Yeah.
Like, I get burned out on Wednesday night. We watch Raw. We watch NXT. We watch Dynamite. And we're in the middle of the playoffs now. We watch a lot of playoff hockey. And, like, you get burned out. And by Saturday night, I didn't want to sit back and catch up on television. I want to sit back and catch up on our TV shows. That's all I want to do on Saturday night. If this show happens, unless there's some big event, I'll probably watch it Sunday morning at the earliest. I'm not going to watch it on Saturday night. It's not going to happen.
Well,
Completely
let's
honest.
look at all the days you've got wrestling. Monday,
Every
Tuesday,
day is
Wednesday.
wrestling. Every day is wrestling. And that's not a
You
joke.
know,
Nathan
I
Powell.
know.
Nathan
Thought
Powell.
about something.
Go ahead, Sal. Go.
I just thought about something. So pay-per-views are now happening on Saturday nights.
Exactly. That's the other problem.
Correct.
That's the other
So-
problem.
Are they really thinking that they're going to be able to compete with a WWE plea, and B, does that mean they're never going to do Saturday pay-per-views ever again?
That's a good question. It's a very good question. And you also throw in one more wrinkle. UFC runs on Saturday nights too. So like you don't
Right.
have UFC. Like they also do Saturday night shows. So this is a stupid idea. This is just stupid. Like if you said
Right.
people will do this on a Sunday night, but Tony Khan doesn't want to go ahead with NFL. So like there really is no real solution here with this one.
Right.
But here's the other thing: you've got NBA playoffs going on.
They're the same. We're doing the
I mean-
playoffs. From what I've heard, this is going to happen after the playoffs. This isn't going to happen now. It's not going to happen
I-
until the end of the summer, from what I've been hearing. But then you have the school year. I'm sorry. Again,
I know.
I know we were joking top of the show. She did going into high school, all this kind of stuff. But guess what? When he goes to high school, there's going to be other things going on. He's going to play in soccer. There's going to be other things going on. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm a wrestling guy. I love my wrestling. But if it's not my only life. It's not the only thing in my life.
Right.
Despite the fact we do a podcast on wrestling, it's still not the only thing going on in my damn life. Like,
Well, and think about the time slot you want to have it in too, because
I agree. I agree with you.
if you have this programming like at 7 o'clock, forget about it, because most people are already got their plans made, like dinner and a movie or dinner and
Or-
going out.
Or
You know?
like last week, you and me were at the wrestling convention.
Right.
CJ and Mandy and Kyle were at reunion, having
Right.
dinner and playing games. Like
Right.
we all have lives. Like it's like TK and them don't realize people have lives. People have lives. Like, all right. So
Okay.
that being said, let's get out of here. I'm gonna hit this. Yeah, what are we closing with?
Hey, we're closing with Jason Mraz and The Remedy.
And by the way, pray to see this. I won't worry. That is the full title of the song, by the way.
That's right.
Sal, what do you think?
Good choice.
Sal, go
For
ahead.
more
Go.
information on our show, including where you can find us on social media or watch the show on YouTube, like CJ did, go to the. You know, he didn't have to do that. And please don't forget to comment and leave a rating and review. Read it on.
Oh, before I forget, when we come back in May, there are some YouTube and TikTok comments I have to bring up on the show. Having new stuff that Sal brought up a couple weeks ago on the show. I forgot to bring it up here because I wasn't planning on doing a normal show this week. So when we come back in May, I do have a bunch of like YouTube comments and TikTok comments I want to bring up on the show. So because Sal brought up stuff and it unleashed comments. And it wasn't even bad comments. It was actually fun. It was actually fun. Even though I did yell at somebody on YouTube already once. But anyway, that's the thing.
Hey, as always, it's been your pleasure. And if you happen to have a local independent wrestling company where you live at, go to these shows. These are young men and women that are training and coming up in the world of professional wrestling, sports entertainment. You'll be amazed at what they can do. Their characters, their gimmicks, their finishers. They want to basically do it all to get to the elusive brass ring on a nationwide company. So go patronize these people and you'll be amazed on what they can do. And hey, we only got one world. Let's be nicer to each other and we'll last longer.
So, by the way, just for people wondering, from the top of the show when we're dealing with the weather, we had thunderstorm when the show started. The sun's out now.
Wow.
So that's how fast the weather changes.
Tomorrow.
That's how fast the weather changes here, though. So, all right. That all being said, next week we're running a special interview flashback show. It's actually a pretty fun one, including some interviews that we've talked about on this show in the last couple of weeks, like anniversary specials and everything. So go back next week. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Week after, we'll be back to preview Backlash, look at whatever they did in the WWE draft, see how they fucked this one up this time, and we will see how what you voted as the best roster. But I'm interested in how that's going to turn out when this is all said and done.
And don't forget about spring breaking.
Oh well, that's going to be like 2 weeks old by the time we get there. Let's have the draft's going to happen, so who knows if you're going to be on the roster? Like who's going to be still on the roster by then? So, all right. That being said, let's get out of here. I'm Blake.
I'm so.
I'm Mark.
And you've been listening to the Blake and Sal Show with Mark. Have a good day, everybody.
Hey, we love you guys. Be safe.
See ya.
It's an experience. This is a dangerous liaison. I sense the comedy. Is that serious? This is a strange and no new playoff. Pretend the chocolate is all you're gonna spare. Your life with the light. Shine the light of snow, my good friends. When it all amounts to nothing in the end.
So very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.
Bye bye, bitch.